Yeah, I'm back processing a little more um, things that I blacked out because it was unbearable. So, a little bit about my sister Dominique. Looking back, what I realized. So and this is not talking down on her, because this was not her fault. Hold on, I think housekeeping about to be here. 1 second. Um, so when we got, so basically out of foster, but see, my mom, the program that took us in 2004, she still lives under their case management and housing. The government does not let anyone go on our land. They have a county social worker living there and a drug dealer, which more a lot. The police are tied in with gangs. They are the big homies, and they groomed a lot of these boys from adolescence. It is all a game that they're playing. From what, looking back in my life, I see, because the police was very involved in our life and had my cousin running plays and stuff to set up his friends and stuff. The police are the big homies, and what I experienced being kidnapped as well. But my mom is under the case management of the people that kidnapped her in 2004, and then in the government assistant living apartments, and she has case management. So when I got out of the military, I was homeless for a little bit and had to stay with my mom a little bit. My mom only wanted the children to stay, and we could not stay. She did let us sleep there some nights, but we had to find other place to go. I did not know that they were trying to take my children then. So later, the case manager, like, we'll be having conversations with my mom and stuff. In the case, my mom's unit is right in front of the office. They can hear everything that's going on because my mom leaves all her windows open. So when we would be having conversations, because our family would be, reconciling, a case manager would always come over, seeming just like out the blue. But they were keeping our family from reconciling. They made my mom have to choose, even though our family has land, but the land is unlivable because they have a drug dealer and stuff up there. So they were trying to push us onto the land so that they could take the next generation of our children. And so they was telling my mom, like, we could not stay with her, or she making her have to choose between which child she had to put on the street. Making my mom have to choose between which child she had to put on the street and which child that she could leave on, that she could put on her lease. But in order to do that, had to get all the vaccinations and stuff, which after that, my sister started becoming very, very angry and aggressive. My sister was the one saying, "You're not going to turn me against my sister," and my sister was not the way that she was. She started we all going through memory loss. All my sisters, mom, aunt, uncle, all suffer from memory loss severely. And my dad had grand mal seizures before they kidnapped him and murdered him during COVID. And so my mom ultimately chose my sister. Also, I was not going to go along with getting the vaccines, which I do feel like made them very, very angry and aggressive, because that was not neither of their personalities, my mom nor my sister. And my sister ended up becoming depressed because her child's father was sexually abusing her. My sister was set up to be with him by social workers. He was also a foster child in one of our previous foster homes. The government is doing things with foster children, pairing them up for these setups to use in different ways. They're intentionally sexually abusing us, and then they send them to concerts and all types of stuff, so that in the abuse and stuff that they're already going through, they know that these children are going to be looking for love or whatever. They are promoting promiscuity and trafficking us. A lot of the children don't see what's being done. I see the intentions of people and what they are doing. So my sister was set up to be with this child that went through extreme satanic ritual abuse and rape and molestation from birth, and was set up to be with my sister. I tried to stop my sister from dating a lot of people that they kept trying to set her up with. When he was introduced to me, because they already knew like that I was going to try to separate the relationship, but I just did not at that point. The government has been my whole life trying to turn my siblings against me, and then be assaulted and kidnapped me and my child, and told my child that I did something wrong and that I'm crazy, after they broke in our house and assaulted us. Because I keep speaking out that the government is sex trafficking us. But my sister was depressed, sleeping on the couch, and they were whispering stuff in her ear and making her feel bad. And like, oh, your sister's better than you, this and that. So where she also, we were compared against each other our whole life. It never bothered me, but she was the one that remained the pretty princess, and so needed the approval of all those people in her life. And so she could not stand me seeming to be doing better than her. And that was before they got her involved. However they got her involved, I'm piecing this stuff together as I look back over my life at the things that happened. Right, I thought it was weird as I'm at my mom's house, some random white lady come over and starts talking to me like a child and trying to put me in my place. Like, get the fuck out of my face. Who are you? It's trying to dictate my life. So just a little bit on that. It's still processing a lot because I don't think about my sister, because she has stepped into my life, and I have not seen my son since he was 6 years old, and I believe he's 11 years old now, and is running a narrative that I abandoned my children, but they jump and beat me every time I try to see my children, because of the government strategically working to ruin our families. I'm a good mother. I love my children. There's nothing in this world more important to me than my children. Nothing at all more important than my children.